Good morning, everyone. This is Mr. Barth. Today we are going to do a little review of two-step equations with the distributive property. All right, I'm going to do a couple problems. I'm going to do them two ways just to give you some options. All right, so this first example, we have 5 times the quantity a minus 9 equals 45. And some of you, this is going to look very familiar. We're going to distribute here. So I'm going to get 5a minus, and 5 times 9 is 45, equals 45. And then this becomes your standard two-step equations that you did yesterday. All right, so I'm going to add 45, add 45. These cancel. I get 5a equals 90. Divide both sides by 5, and I get a equals 18. Okay. Pretty standard. It just says that step in the beginning where you have to distribute. Now, I'm going to give you an alternate way to do that. All right. Instead of distributing, which sometimes, and I'll show you in a second, can be sort of a pain in the butt, I'm going to divide both sides by 5. Okay. These 5s are going to cancel. I bring down my a minus 9. And I end up with 45 divided by 5, which is 9. And then I'm left with a one-step equation. Okay, now notice over here, after you distribute, you're left with a two-step equation, which then you have to solve. Over here, after you divide out, you're left with a one-step equation. Okay, so I'm going to add 9, cancel, a equals 18. Okay, two different ways to do the problem. All right, let's do that one more time. All right, I got another 4 times the quantity 2k plus 3 equals 44. Now again, I can distribute. This is no problem. All right, so I got 4 times 2k, that's 8k, plus 4 times 3 is 12, equals 44. I'm going to subtract 12, bring down my 8k. 32. Don't forget to keep with all your good habits here. Draw lines between each section. Keep these equal signs all lined up. All right, divide both sides by 8. And I get k equals 4. Okay, same problem, different way. I'm going to divide both sides by 4. Get 2k plus 3 equals 11. Subtract 3, 2k equals 8, and notice I come up with the same answer doing it two different ways. Now, I'm not going to decide for you which way is better, because this is something you're just going to have to work out over time. So some may prefer to stick with the old method, but I'm just your math teacher. I'm not going to give my opinion which one is better. But I think over time you're going to slowly move to one way or the other. Here's another example. I'm not even going to bother to do it the first way. Okay? Here we go. Divide both sides by -3. Cancels. 4x minus 1 equals 15. Negative divided by negative is a positive. Add 1. Cancels. 4x equals 16. Divide both sides by 4. Divide both sides by 4. And x equals 4. Now don't forget, every time you get one of these answers, you can go ahead and plug them back in there and see if it works. Okay, if it doesn't work, then there's a problem. Okay, and again, if I take this and I plug this in, 4 times 4 is 16, minus 1 is 15, so this is 15 in the parentheses. Negative 3 times 15 is negative 45. I know I have that right. Okay, Now, if I haven't convinced you yet, this is the one where clearly you're going to want to choose one way or the other. Okay? Now, if anybody wants to distribute this in here, okay, clearly you can see the problems they're going to come up with. Okay, this is going to be, negative 8/3 x plus 5/3 in here. That's going to be a mess. Okay, however, if you do it the way I just showed you, okay, divide both sides by negative 1/3. Okay, this becomes 8x minus 5 over here equals, now we might have to do a little side work here. Negative 25 divided by 1/3. Let's see, that's negative 25 divided by negative 1/3. That's really negative 25 times its reciprocal. That's negative 3. Oh, that's 75. Negative times negative, that's 75. Okay, now we've taken this ugly thing, okay, that could have looked like this after we distributed negative 8/3 x plus 5/3 equals negative 25. Okay, it could have looked like that, and everyone is groaning when they see this. However, if you get to the point where it looks like this, you're in good shape. All right, so I'm going to add 5, cancels, I get 8x equals 80. Okay, and you obviously see what's going to happen here. I got x equals 10. Okay, so when you're doing these problems, please, I don't really care which way you do it, but over time, you're going to find that second method is better for you. Try it both ways if you want practice. Have a great day.